What's up, everybody? How you doing out there tonight? This is your boy, your man, Mr. Talk 718, with Talk Life TV, because we're on YouTube, so it's now Talk Life TV. Anyway, I'm here to talk about one of the 8 conditions that disproportionately affect Black women. And tonight's topic is going to be basically talking about premature or preterm birth, right? Brothers, I just have a small message for you guys. Sisters, I have a message for you too. If you're with someone and you guys are pregnant, please make sure you build that family, build that love, build that honesty, that respect, that loyalty, because a child needs both parents. It's very important in today's day that children grow up with their mom and their dad. You see a big difference. It's needed, especially in the Black community. Let's stop walking away from our families. Anyway, here's some factors associated with preterm birth: social, personal, and economic characteristics, pregnancy and medical conditions, and behavioral. I'll be talking about that later on. But right now, I want to explain to you guys what preterm birth or premature delivery really is. Premature delivery or preterm birth is when a baby is born too early, before 37 weeks of pregnancy have been completed. In 2019, preterm birth affect 1 of every 10 infants born in the United States. Preterm birth rates decreased from 2007 to 2014, and the CDC research shows that this decline is due in part to declines in the number of births to teens and young mothers. However, the preterm birth rates rose for the 5th straight year in 2019. Additionally, racial and ethnic differences in preterm birth rates remain. So, for example, in 2019, the rate of preterm births among African American women were at a staggering 14.4%. That was about 50% higher than the rate of preterm births among white or Hispanic women, which were at 9.3 and 10% respectively. That's a big number. A developing baby goes through important growth throughout pregnancy, including in the final months and weeks. For example, the brain, lungs, and liver needs the final weeks of pregnancy to fully develop. Babies born too early, especially before 32 weeks, have higher rates of death and disabilities. In 2018, preterm births and low birth weights accounted for about 17% of infant deaths, before 1 year of age. Babies who survive may have breathing problems, feeding difficulties, cerebral palsy, developmental delays, vision problems, and hearing problems. Preterm births may also take an emotional toll and be a financial burden for families. So, remember I said I'm going to get back to this. Some factors associated with preterm birth are social, personal, and economic characteristics, like it said at the bottom of my article, right? It states that teens and women over age 35, Black race, and women with low income. Pregnancy and medical conditions prior to preterm birth, infections, carrying more than one baby, twins, triplets, or more, and behavioral, tobacco use, substance abuse, and stress. So it will definitely, I want to say, I said in another video where I stated, when you're going through stress, 9 times out of 10, the stress is economic. It's money. It's being unable to actually take care of yourself. Now you have someone else that you have to take care of, such as a baby. Now you're having babies and your money is not sufficient enough to take care of you and that child. So now you're stressed out, you're worried, you don't know what to do. And some people, they actually go to drugs, alcohol, etc., because they're unable to actually afford the things that they need. So stress will cause a lot of mental issues, and we need to remember there are things that you can do, places that you can go that will help you until you can get on your feet. Don't be afraid to use public assistance. Don't be afraid to go to your ministers, your pastors, your imams. Don't be afraid to talk to a friend. This is what we're here for. This is what we are here for. We're here to make sure if we got it, you got it. Because there's an old saying, they say it's an old African proverb that how they say, it takes a village. And that's a fact. Most families that have children depend on someone in their family to help out because it's not easy to raise a child. So let's say you're both working. Let's say now you have a job. You might not make enough for a babysitter because in America, childcare is not free. So you're paying out the ass just to have someone to watch your child for 4 to 8 hours, right? And then you got to remember you still have rent, food. If you drive in a car because you got to get to work, depending on what part of the nation you live in, it becomes extremely, extremely hard. So don't feel a way to reach out to those people that's in your life for help because it takes a village. Okay, so what is the CDC Division of Reproductive Health doing to prevent preterm birth? CDC Division of Reproductive Health is engaged in a variety of research and science to practice activities aimed at understanding and reducing preterm birth. CDC scientists are collaborating with many partners, including state health departments, university researchers, and other healthcare professionals to understand why preterm birth occurs and what can be done to help prevent them. If you want to read about this is on the CDC website. I will be providing that down in the bottom of the link, the bottom of my profile down there. Public Health Grand Rounds. CDC Public Health Grand Rounds is a monthly webcast created to foster discussion on major public health issues. The November 2015 session, Public Health Strategies to Prevent Preterm Birth, discusses how concerted efforts to improve surveillance data, better medical care and prevention, and stronger public health partnerships that can help accelerate progress in reducing preterm birth and improving neonatal outcome. So again, like I was saying, guys and girls, it's very important and it's very serious. I mean, how often have you walked in a room and saw a little baby and said, wow, that's a pretty baby, that's a beautiful baby? We love our babies. We love the babies. Let's try to save the babies. Let's try to become healthy. Let's be less stressful. Let's stop smoking. If you're pregnant and you smoke, give up the cigarettes until you have the babies, right? If you're using alcohol and drugs, let the substance go. And if you have a problem with that, there are ways of getting substance help, substance abuse help. My mom is a drug counselor. I know there is ways, you know. If you are young and pregnant, I don't know what to say about that. Just be healthy. If you're young and you're not pregnant, practice safe sex. And the best sex is no sex, right? Not until you're ready to deal with the circumstances, right? Make sure you get monthly examinations or every 6 months, or when you're pregnant, you want to go to the gynecologist. I believe that's who deals with pregnancies. You want to go there and speak to your doctor monthly to make sure everything is going well. Make sure you do prenatal care. Make sure if you can do it and you and your guy brothers, you and your girl, y'all love each other and y'all doing the right thing, do some Lamaze. Learn how to do all the things that can help. Right? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's time to wake up from all the madness. It's time to change what's been going on in our lives for many, many generations. It's time to break that generational curse. It's time to be responsible. It's time to do the right thing so that we can have our babies, so we can raise the next generation of leaders. We want to change things in America. We got to make sure we raise healthy babies. And how that works, healthy babies start in her womb. So brothers, stop stressing out these ladies. Ladies, stop stressing out these men. Work together. It might sound hard, but it's not hard. Do the right thing. Love one another. So we don't have any premature babies. Anyway, it's your guy, Mr. Talk 718 with Talk Life TV, also known as Talk Life the podcast. Make sure you share, you like, you comment, and subscribe. The way YouTube is working now, the algorithm will have me in a category, and then the next day I won't be there. So I need you guys to just, hold me down, because I want to put out more good content, man. And the only way I can put out good content is if you guys hit me up in the comments, tell me what you think, express to me, let me know if you like or dislike. It can only make me better at what I'm doing. Anyway, love is love, Black equality movement, that's what I'm on, and peace. It's Mr. Talk.